That brain freeze you get from chugging a slushie? It's a lie. Your entire life, your body has been gaslighting you with a fake headache, and today, we're exposing the truth. Your brain isn't freezing. It isn't even cold. It's just a big, dramatic liar. Welcome to Mundane Marvels, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Today, we're exposing the truth about brain freeze, that agonizing pain that has nothing to do with your brain actually freezing. Welcome, truth seekers, to the channel where we unravel the bizarre ways your own body tries to bamboozle you. You know the feeling. 1 second you're enjoying a frozen treat. The next, it's like a tiny, angry ice skater is doing triple axels right behind your eyeballs. We call it brain freeze, or if you're a fancy scientist, Sphenopalatine Ganglioneuralgia. Yeah, try saying that 5 times fast after a margarita. But what if I told you that agonizing, skull-splitting pain has nothing to do with your brain actually being cold? Today, we're putting this icy imposter on trial. We're going to uncover the real culprit behind the pain, why your brain takes the credit for a crime it didn't commit, and most importantly, how to stop this cranial con artist in its tracks. Get ready, because your body is lying to you, and we've got the receipts. So let's set the scene. You're at a 7-Eleven, it's a hot day, and that giant cup of blue raspberry frozen weirdness is calling your name. You take a massive sip. The first few seconds are pure bliss. And then, it happens. The great betrayal. An invisible ice pick stabs you from the inside out. Your eyes water, you clutch your head. You question all your life choices that led to this moment. But what is actually going on in that skull of yours? Let's start with a fun fact that completely shatters the entire premise of brain freeze. Point 1. Your brain is numb to the truth. Your brain cannot feel pain. I'll say it again for the people in the back. Your brain has zero, zilch, nada pain receptors. A surgeon could literally poke your exposed brain with a stick and you wouldn't feel a thing. You'd probably have some other problems at that point, but pain wouldn't be one of them. So, if your brain can't feel pain, how can it be freezing? It can't. The very name is a lie. The pain isn't in your brain. It's just a neurological prank, and your forehead is the punchline. Point 2. The real culprit. The face pain fuse box. The real crime is happening on the roof of your mouth. When that super chilled slushie hits your soft palate, it causes a thermal shock. This freaks out a tiny, but incredibly important bundle of nerves tucked away behind your nose called the Sphenopalatine ganglion. Let's just call it the SPG, because it sounds less like a Harry Potter spell and more like a secret government agency. And honestly, it kind of acts like one. The SPG is a major nerve hub, like Grand Central Station for sensations in your face. It's connected to all sorts of things, including your sense of taste and, crucially, the blood vessels in your head. When that icy liquid hits the roof of your mouth, the SPG panics. It thinks, "Code red, Arctic temperatures detected. We're all going to die." Point 3. The Great Cranial Traffic Jam. In its panic, the SPG sends out an emergency signal that makes the blood vessels in your head go absolutely haywire. Specifically, 2 major arteries that supply blood to your brain, including the anterior cerebral artery, clamp down and constrict. Imagine a 4-lane superhighway instantly shrinking to a 1-lane dirt road. The goal is to conserve heat and prevent cold blood from rushing to the brain. Your body is trying to protect its most precious asset. It's a noble effort, really, but almost immediately your body realizes it overreacted. The cold is gone. It was just a milkshake. So those arteries rapidly dilate or open back up, wider than before even. This sudden whoosh of blood flow creates a spike in pressure inside your skull. It's this rapid constriction and then massive expansion, this vascular whiplash, that triggers the intense pain. It's a traffic jam in your head, and the pain receptors in the protective outer layer of your brain, the meninges, are honking their horns like crazy. Point 4. Your brain, the lying witness. Okay, so the pain is from blood vessels spasming, not from your brain turning into a popsicle. But why do you feel it in your forehead and temples? This is the final, most brilliant part of the deception. It's a phenomenon called referred pain. Your brain is basically a busy CEO who gets thousands of messages a day. It doesn't have time for the little details. The pain signal from the blood vessels travels up a massive nerve highway called the trigeminal nerve. This nerve is responsible for almost all the sensations in your face, your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw, and the roof of your mouth. When the pain signal from the SPG and the blood vessels arrives, the brain gets confused. It knows the pain is coming from somewhere along the trigeminal nerve superhighway, but it can't pinpoint the exact source. So it makes an educated guess. It says, A feels like a forehead problem to me, and projects the pain there. It's the same reason a heart attack can cause pain in your left arm. The nerves from the heart and the arm share a pathway to the brain, and the wires get crossed. So, that ice cream headache? It's your brain confidently pointing at the wrong guy in a police lineup. Point 5. How to outsmart your lying body. Now that we know the truth, we can fight back. The mission is to convince the SPG to chill out, literally and figuratively. You need to warm up the roof of your mouth fast. Here are the tried and true methods. 1. Press your tongue flat against the roof of your mouth. Your tongue is warm, and this direct heat transfer tells the SPG that the Arctic apocalypse has been canceled. 2. Sip a warm, not hot, liquid. This does the same job, warming the palate and calming the nerves. 3. Cup your hands over your mouth and nose and breathe rapidly. The warm air from your breath will help raise the temperature in your mouth. Basically, you just need to reverse the initial shock. Reassure your body that it wasn't attacked by a glacier, it was just enjoying a dessert. So, the next time brain freeze strikes, you can look that pain right in its lying face and know exactly what's going on. If you enjoyed debunking your body's bizarre little lies, do me a solid and hit that like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that we're on to the truth. And subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next investigation into the weird things our bodies do. Now for the fun part, head down to the comments and let me know your go-to brain freeze cure. Or even better, what's the most ridiculous food or drink that's ever given you that fake ice cream headache? To sum it all up, brain freeze is a lie. The pain is real, but your brain isn't freezing. It's just a case of mistaken identity. A cold drink shocks the nerves on the roof of your mouth, causing blood vessels in your head to spasm, and your brain, in its infinite wisdom, gets the location of the pain completely wrong. It's a chain reaction of panic, overcorrection, and poor communication. Kind of like my last family reunion. So go forth, armed with knowledge. Enjoy your ice cream, your slushies, and your ridiculously oversized frozen coffees without fear. You are now the boss of your own brain freeze. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.